already know what it is. It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.
And keep in mind, this dude beat Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, 3 times. No, excuse me, at least twice. And we all know Aaron Rodgers is a future Hall of Famer.
Yep, by far, in a landslide, and what he's done the second half of this season has been nothing short of amazing. Aaron Rodgers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me ask you something. Out of all the people, whether they got winning records or not, besides, with the exception of Tom Brady, of course, Derek Carr, and Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford, man, to me, hasn't Colin Kaepernick had a better season than Cam Newton? A dude who just coming off of playing in the Super Bowl? Because if you look at his numbers, he's been playing just as good as Cam Newton.
Man, I don't even want to talk about Cam Newton.
No, I mean, well, we
I know what you
know
say.
Cam
I know what you
Newton
say.
is going to eventually have a nervous breakdown when he ain't wearing those ridiculous ass fucking clothes he's wearing. Because, like I said, he don't know that they making an idiot out of. Well, maybe he do know. Maybe he just don't care. Maybe he ain't gonna be satisfied till he's sitting up in the insane asylum, or he have a nervous breakdown like Vince Young did.
Man, I'm just, I played ball in college, and I wasn't the best player on the team, but in a team sport, you gotta respect the alliance that you have with your teammates, and him not diving on that ball in the Super Bowl just fucked me all up. And layered it with him being non-black in the public eye in terms of taking a safe route. That just took me to a whole nother level. But I didn't like him just as a teammate, just as a football player. You know what I mean? And then to top it off, he alienates the people that propelled him, who protected him when he danced in the end zone, did the Superman thing, and he would give the football to a white kid, and we still protect him. It's similar to Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? I've done so many articles protecting Floyd Mayweather or not writing articles about Floyd Mayweather when I should have. And for him to do what he did about saying it wasn't the All Lives Matter comment was bad. But when he said Colin Kaepernick needs to worry about starting, that took me to a place that I have never been because I invested so much capital in Floyd Mayweather's success because he was a mere reflection of our journey. And although he had some mishaps, and I'll take blame. I allowed it to be swept under the rug because I knew his level of ascension would in turn further us as a whole. But what he did in that shit and what Cam Newton has done, man, I was the biggest Cam Newton fan, like for real. Coming out of Auburn, right? Yeah, I was just the biggest Cam Newton fan, and Jameis Winston the same thing. Like I adored those guys, and for him to turn his back on us, Cam Newton and Floyd Mayweather just hurt my heart. You know what I mean? And I'm excited about talking to Floyd Mayweather about just having a real conversation with him. You know what I mean? Like, just do. Like, I mean, you have no idea, like, how people support you in silence. Getting back to what we spoke of earlier about Colin Kaepernick. It just hurt my heart, man, to see Cam Newton just say, nigga, when all the white people was bashing you for dancing and doing a Superman dance, we got you. And man, it's just.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up, man. I really I really got to put some respect on your name for saying that because, man, it broke. When I say I was crushed when I heard Floyd say that ridiculous bullshit, because look, we already know from me and you, all lives don't matter. That's been proven time and time again. That's debunked on a daily basis. No, all lives don't matter. And I just thought that Floyd just wasn't using good judgment, which he's known for doing. that just wasn't smart in him to say, "Oh man, he need to focus on being the star." No, man. People that look like you are getting murdered by the cops, armed or unarmed or suspected of being armed. And for you to say some stupid shit like that, man, was just a travesty, dude. I wish Floyd could listen to some of my old videos where I was defending him against. You should see some of the shit that was getting said about Floyd. One clown on YouTube made a video when Muhammad Ali passed. I ain't even gonna say this clown's name. He's just some sucker that's overseas, like a lot of these clowns. They be overseas talking shit, knowing they ain't gonna bust it great if they come to the States. But this clown said that Floyd Mayweather should have died instead of Muhammad Ali. And, rightfully so, I had to respond to this dude. And this was the type of shit that people were saying. You had white people saying that Floyd make all black people look bad, and as if you know what it's like to be black as a white person. That take nerve to say some shit like that. What the fuck you know about being black, motherfucker? Like I said, stop watching that Colors and Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society and thinking you understand us. Because like I said, we much more deeper and complex than that, than a goddamn movie. But then, like I said, Floyd, he hurt people. Floyd had people riding for him. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about his biggest fans were brothers and sisters that was ride for this dude, that was defending him at all costs, overlooking everything that he was doing. The lightweight cooning to the the low budget cooning with the Justin Bieber thing, with the
Justin Bieber to Donald Sterling.
Justin Bieber, a known racist. Taking up for Donald Sterling. Then the shit that happened with Colin Kaepernick. And and the funny part about it was I was saying, man, please don't let Floyd say something stupid to where I won't be able to defend him. And then, like I said, Floyd being his own worst enemy, not being able to keep his mouth shut, here he comes with that bullshit. And then basically he puts everybody in a compromising position that defended him, that sit up there, make videos speaking out on the racial injustice that go on with the black community. And then people like, we got you. That's pretty much what happened. They was like, we got you. The racist was like, yeah, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? We got you now, and that's pretty much what happened with Floyd. And Cam Newton did the same thing. Look at my earlier videos, like the the end of the 2015 football videos. Anybody that's listening, go to the archives, listen to my old videos where I was defending Cam Newton, how he was unfairly being attacked by the media for just fucking dancing. People were actually calling the Carolina Panthers organization complaining about his dancing, which I thought was utterly ridiculous. And then here he comes, plays in the biggest game of his life, stinks up the joint, and then here he comes with that ridiculous article. Oh, I don't want to hear nothing about racism because we far beyond that. But then, okay, he opens up the door for people who can't stand him because he's a black quarterback to really either his ass, and then they wait for him to say it's racism so they can really make him look like a hypocrite by saying, no, you the one that said racism doesn't exist. See, guys like Cam Newton, Floyd Mayweather, they don't know the damage that they did by opening up opening up their mouths and saying shit like that. They open up the floodgates for all the racists and haters to attack them freely. And then guys like me and you can't defend them because basically they shitted on us. The very people that was trying to fucking protect them. Go figure.
Yeah, man, it's like my editor says to me years ago. He been in the game close to 40 years. He says, Floyd Mayweather is ours. And I truly accepted that. He's ours. You know what I mean? Like Doug Williams. Like, imagine our mom or dad realizing that Doug Williams in Chocolate City, in the murder capital of the world in the 80s, Georgetown Hoyas, said, you know what? All lives matter. Patrick Ewing needs to worry about playing basketball, not about all the killings that's going on right in front of our doorstep. Imagine that. You know, it's just when he said that, man. Man, I sat there and it's like, damn, you're not my father. And I know I'm using great hyperboles and superlatives. I don't want no white person. Oh, Floyd's your daddy. Not in those terms, but it's like Santa Claus ain't real. Like, for real, you would turn your back on 11% of America that protected you when 80% of your audience wants you to lose, and we're the only 20% that stand beside you, buy your TMT gear, put up with you burning money. We put up with you being misogynistic. We put up with you just living this lifestyle that we will never attain. But because you have great success and we've accepted you as our son, and permitted we've basically permitted you to be who you are, and you were our trailblazer, and you turn your back on us, and you don't even need it for monetary gain. You have no endorsement deals. You man, it is that when I heard that Friday night, I sat there, and I should have went to that fight too. It was a local fight in Vegas. I should have went, and I should have drove down there. I man, that island, man, what he did to me that night. It's just I you know.
Well, also you got to remember somebody like Floyd. He needs somebody to really like talk to him and not be afraid to tell him what he need to hear. Because here's the thing. I don't work for Floyd, so I wouldn't be one of his flunkies or yes man that he have around him. If I could talk to Floyd, I would say just be flat out with him and say, nigga, you fucked up. And you need to make it right with us again. Because see, let me tell you something. The dude that one of my homeboys that I went to the fight with, man, he was crushed by hearing Floyd say that, man. He was looking forward to going to the Mayweather gym and, interacting with, the people that come through to the Mayweather gym. He was like, when we got to Vegas, he was like, man, fuck Floyd, man. I don't want to talk to that dude. I don't have nothing to say to that dude, man. He threw us under the bus. And, and it was just like, and a lot of people felt that way. And I couldn't defend it because I felt the same way. I said, well, look, I didn't been to the Mayweather gym, but I'm saying I'm trying. And the funny part about it is, I still wanted to go to the gym because just in case I might see other people there, because a lot of different people come through to that gym. So I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to go there, but he didn't want to go because he was bothered by what Floyd said, and I really wish Floyd would understand the damage that he did to the black community. And see what's going on with Floyd. He doesn't have a real ass motherfucker to tell him, bruh, you fucked up.
And he has no accountability.
All the dudes that's around him ain't nothing but a bunch of yes men and that want to be seen and want to be around him and shit. But he needs somebody to really sit his ass down and say, Floyd, man, you fucking up, bud. Why did you do some shit like that, man? Yeah. Why did you shit on the very people that was protecting you? It's like this, man. Fuck Warren Buffett, man. Fuck wanting to be around Warren Buffett. Be your own Warren Buffett, man. You don't have to be like that dude, man. Keep it 100, man. You out of position, man, to where you could do big things, man. You could uplift people. It ain't about trying to lift other people, because whether people like it or not, they got to just hear the truth. White America will be fucking fine, because this is their fucking playground. This is their rules. This is their system. So whenever they want to change the rules, they can change the rules, and they can benefit from their own rules, because this is their system. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you own the business, you can do whatever you want to do in the business, because you own the business. This is their system. They will always benefit from a system that they created, but not us. They can push the goalpost back with us whenever the fuck they want to. And that's what they've been doing, and they're going to continue to do it. They'll let a couple of us in to make it look like it's all good, but at the end of the day, when too many of us come trying to kick through the door, what they going to do? They going to lock the door, they going to put 3 locks on it, and they going to build a brick wall behind the door. Like I said, they always have their mascots and their tokens, just to throw people off the scent.
Mm-hmm.
But when they feel like enough people then got through the door, then, like I said, they're going to push the goalpost back and they're going to build a wall.
Yep.
So people need to stop the shit.
Mm.
And that's what, like I said, somebody like Floyd, he need to hear that. He need to hear from somebody that's really out there represent. If I played Floyd, at least 8 of my fucking videos from last year defended him, he wouldn't have no choice but to understand where somebody like me coming from, man. Because like I said, I represent the streets, man. I went through hell of shit. Mm-hmm. So that's why I could, gravitate to Floyd and relate to a dude. This is a dude that have like, what, a 6th grade education?
Mm-hmm. 6th.
That came from nothing, that went on to become one of the greatest boxers in history.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could argue whether he's number 1, but he's at least in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's that same argument you get with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You have, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather. You have Floyd Patterson. You have those type of dudes. Who's the greatest boxer of all time?
Mm-hmm.
And whether you like it or not, Floyd is in that conversation. Because his record speaks for itself. If you look at, I want you to, I know you good at math, but I want to bring something to your attention, to everybody that's listening to this video, to prove that Floyd fought some of the best people that's out there. Okay? Out of Floyd's total fights, Floyd fought, except with the exception of, I can't remember the dude's name, Floyd's 49 opponents have something like a win record of 1,000 combined wins to like 200 losses.
80%.
Where you look at Kell Brooks' record in like 30-something fights, he has the total opponents that he fought have more together. If you combine opponents with win and losses, they have more losses than wins. And the same thing with that other fraud, Triple G. This is fact. This is how you close the door on these motherfuckers that try to pretend they know something about boxing. Oh, shout out to my man H Money. You know what I'm saying? He put that out there, and I went and did the research myself. Dude, I know you good math. Look at Floyd's opponents and add up their win-loss, all of them, all 49 fights. Add all their wins and losses together. You will see they have it's an astronomical amount of wins they got versus losses.
Well, to sum up Floyd's greatness is all you have. Just for the contemporary boxing fan today, just look at Canelo's career. It's trying to be a carbon copy of it. You know what I mean? That's the great imitation is the greatest form of flattery. And Canelo is doing his best impersonation of Floyd Mayweather. On Canelo's Instagram a couple of days ago, it's a picture of him in his garage with 5 or 6 sports cars. The Canelo way. I'm the cash cow. I'm holding out. You want this belt? Take the belt. I don't need the belt. You know what I mean? I'm going to make $10 million with or without this belt. You need me. You know what I mean? And the same confidence that Floyd Mayweather carried, that we appreciated, is the same persona that Canelo is attempting to build. And he's 26, 27. He has a lot of time to do it. So, he's learned a lot from Floyd Mayweather. And so has Oscar De La Hoya. And they're trying to capitalize off of the Floyd Mayweather strategy or plan, which in turns is Al Heyman's plan. But getting back to Floyd, man, that shit hurt my heart. And he can attribute the second half of his career success to a black man. I was there. I won't share the particulars of this conversation, but I was there when the first interactions with Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman. I know how that went down. You know what I mean? So, and for him to turn his back on us like that is just, that's why I want to have these conversations with Floyd. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with Floyd, but I'm not in this inner circle. You know what I mean? Like, he'll stop and say, "What's up?" He knows who I am. You know, we're cool. I have his phone number. If I really, really wanted to get a hold of him, I could call him. But, you know, like, he needs to look me in the eye and see my pain. You know what I mean? Because it's I just can't get over that.
Well, hey, count me in.
Uh-huh.
I would like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would love to talk to Floyd my damn self. I think Floyd, if he heard it from a passionate fan like me, you know, and I wouldn't disrespect.
We're not even fans at this point, though. We are clenched. We're in clenched hands, walking alongside Martin Luther King across in Selma. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not about your $800 million. It's not about the lineal champion. It's not about your perfect record. It's not about how many beautiful women you can smash. It's about creating a bridge that next generation can cross into an oasis in what we call America, per se. You know, and for him to do that, oh man, it's
well, like I said, if that's the case, man, I would love to talk to Floyd so I can get him to understand the damage that he did to the people that had his back. I went out and bought that TMT gear, and I wore it proudly until he said that, and then he left me no choice but to throw the shit away. And I had to do a video throwing the shit away because, you know, and the funny thing was the video got like quite a few views.
How many views it get? How many views that video get?
It got, you know, I have a small channel. It got well over 1,000 views. I mean, it's still up. The video is still up. I forgot when I put it out. I think I put it out like in, in September, but it's in the archives. If anybody that's new to my channel or that's new to me, you know, hearing about me, go to my archive of videos where I, you know, threw away the TMT gear because I was like disgusted at Floyd's actions because it was just disgusting. Like, shit, I would love to talk to Floyd. I would just, you know what I'm saying, I would talk to Floyd as a fan. It's sort of like a big brother, man, because I'm older than Floyd. And I just want him to know the people that's in the streets, they was riding for him. I mean, don't turn your back on us. Don't shit on us, man, because we was the one that was telling people to go see your fights. I followed Floyd's whole career.
Who didn't?
I was there from the Olympics from the beginning. Let me tell you something, man. I went to that Floyd fight at the Bill Graham Auditorium in San Francisco where he fought Jose Chavez. Floyd was losing that fucking fight, and Floyd found a way to win that fight, get him to punch himself out and get that dude to quit. I was at that fucking fight. Floyd was behind on the scorecards. He was in danger of losing that fight. But Floyd dug deep and he managed to win that fight. So when I saw him do that, I knew the dude was special. I mean, the dude is a special fighter, man. Nobody can take that away from him, man. But then he got caught up in the bullshit, man. Because to be honest with you, Floyd didn't really have his dad around. We all know the story, what happened with him and Floyd Sr. Floyd Sr. went to prison for a while. So Floyd didn't really have nobody to guide him. He didn't have no, I don't think Floyd had a big brother. If I'm not mistaken, I think Floyd was like his father's firstborn. So Floyd didn't really have no big brothers to, you know, guide him and shit. Sometimes, man, when you don't have no father figure, man, it's always that uncle. And then, you know, Roger, at the time, Roger got custody of Floyd. Roger had his own shit going, and it didn't work out. That's what I'm saying. So I kind of understand what happened with Floyd. Floyd didn't have nobody to guide him and talk to him and give him some of that game. But, you know, a guy like me who came up from the streets of Oakland, you know what I'm saying? Because I done been on, you know, both sides of the law, man. Trust me. I done been in the system. I done been on paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a guy that can understand. You know, I'm the type of dude, I could have reached out to Floyd, man. He the type of dude, like I said, he didn't have nobody to guide him. So that's why he made some of the mistakes that he made in his career and continued to make now. because once again, he don't have anybody to talk to him. This shit that's going on with him and T.I. and Tiny, he shouldn't even be involved in no shit like that, man. He shouldn't be involved in no fucking love triangle. Because first of all, Floyd is like gonna be 40 years old, man. He shouldn't even be remotely involved in something like this, man. But here we go. Here it is. We talking about Floyd possibly having something to do with, you know, a couple breaking up, and a black couple at that. So, you know, and we already know how cut and dry that goes, where you have the, you know, the structure of the black family being torn apart. If it isn't by the system, it's you know, due to other bullshit. So it cuts deep. And that's the shit that I'm saying. Floyd need to have somebody to tell him, like, dude, you're too old for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Filming her, like, having somebody film you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's beyond
I mean, you give people a reason to criticize you, man. Like, you too old for this. Bro, you finna be 40 in February, man. Do you not hear what I'm saying to you? You finna be 40. You shouldn't even be involved in no kiddie shit like this. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit that me and you go through in college, or like in our early 20s.
Sure.
Not no nigga that's like almost 40.
Sure.
Come on, bruh.
Sure.
Get it together, man.
Yep. True words, man. Yep. Yeah, man. So that's how Floyd. It'll get to him. And
I don't want to see nothing. Here's the thing, man. As angry and disappointed as I am in Floyd and guys like Cam Newton, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to them, man. I don't want to see Floyd find himself in a Red Fox situation. And you know what I mean by Red Fox. I don't want to see him lose all the shit that he worked so hard to get.
Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for that matter, you know? It's yeah, man, it's not cool, man.
I don't want to see that happen to Floyd, and I don't wish that kind of shit on him. But at the same time, I just wish the dude would, like, get it together, man, like mentally.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather's never going broke. Never will he go broke, and Al Heyman will not let that happen. Impossible. People say, "Oh, no." Floyd Mayweather is never. I'll say this: Floyd Mayweather is not spending money he's not making. People say, "Oh, he's born." No, Floyd Mayweather don't. I'm serious. Like, all the big investments, it has to be. Al Heyman is like big brother, father, financial advisor to Floyd Mayweather. So I laugh at the notions that when people say, "Oh, he's gonna go broke," and he's not going broke.
Well, that's good to hear, man, because like I said, I don't want to see that happen to him. Now, I know a bunch of these racist ass, hating, jealous ass motherfuckers would love to see that happen to him. But a guy like me, I say this once again, even though I'm disappointed in Floyd and very, like, you know, hurt by his actions and how he shitted on, you know, the black community, I don't want to see that brother lose nothing because that would hurt me inside. That would piss me off, man. So I'm keeping it 100 because I don't know if you know, it was funny, man. I just want to get back to the video where I made where I threw away Floyd's gear and shit. And it was funny. Do you know I gained about 60 subs like overnight?
Wow.
Because I guess a bunch of those haters and racists thought they had some new ally that was going to jump on the shitting on Floyd Mayweather train. But then the very next day, I made a video saying, okay, well, I need to let you guys know, even though I'm disappointed in what Floyd did, even if he fights, I'm still going to root for Floyd. And if he fights Manny Pacquiao again, I'm going to be rooting for Floyd and whoever he fucking fights. I'm going to be, them motherfucking people unsubbed like, them motherfuckers unsubbed like, because because every once in a while I'll look at my sub count, but I'm, just to see where I'm at. But
Hey guys, it's your girl Angie. You're watching Barbershop Conversations. Make sure to click the button below to subscribe, like the video. Don't like it, leave a comment. You can also follow me at Angelica Curtis on Instagram. See you soon.